Because if Bennett catches that, he's hitting a 7. You did the right thing.
I will tell him.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you are seated, we can begin with our Lyceum, please. We have time. We have push time. What? Yes, I know. Good job, junior high, for being ready before the senior high. Good job. Tell them to put. Can we have the lights dim, please? Huh? Oh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we do have guests in here, so let's please give a good cardinal respect. We've already gone through the PAC. We've already gone through the expectations. We did really well at the beginning of the week. Please make sure that you are giving your full attention to the candidates and the teachers here up above.
Welcome, Fairmont Cardinals. Homecoming is an annual event when we come together as a community to honor the spirit of our school, our achievements, and of course, the remarkable individuals who embody the very best of Fairmont High School. Today, selected teachers will introduce you to the outstanding candidates for this year's homecoming court. These exceptional students have been nominated by their peers, not just for their accomplishments, but for their leadership, kindness, and dedication to our school. Each candidate has demonstrated qualities that make them truly deserving of this honor. They've shown commitment in the classroom, enthusiasm on the field, and a genuine care for our community. Their efforts and spirit shine brightly and each represent in the heart of Fairmont High School. Voting ballot will open tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. It is located on the student hyperdock. It will close at 4 p.m. To start off our introductions, we would like to remind all of the teachers who are introducing the candidates to the student body to try and keep your speeches within 5 minutes. We will start with the one and only Mr. Brooks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be able to introduce to you candidate number 1 for the girls, Meredith Nemmers. I would like to point out just one item out of this slide up here. Favorite class you have taken? Pre-Calc. That's not a usual candidate for a favorite class. That is one of the more difficult. So I appreciate somebody that likes a little mathematical rigor. All right, I'll start by where did you come from? Her family. We have Troy and Wendy, our mom and dad. Troy works for Bolton and Mink. Wendy works as a student helper over at the Fairmont Elementary School. Many of you maybe encountered her throughout your time there. In addition to that, she has an older sister by the name of Claire who goes to school at Moorhead State. And I believe she is studying some sort of engineering / physics. Again, very high rigor in the mathematical area. Seems to be a family trait. However, the absolute coolest fact about Meredith is that she has a younger sister by the name of Audrey. Where's Audrey up there in the 8th grade level? Audrey, where are you at? There she is. Activities that Meredith enjoys would be volleyball, which got a chance to play a home match last night for the first time this year. Track, she runs along on the track. She's a part of the National Honor Society. She was a part of the Trig Star team, again, going along with the pre-calc little endeavors there. Let's see, she's a part of Mr. Willie's leadership program, so she has been in and out of classrooms and various activities that he deals with there. She is a swimming instructor. Is that only at the yacht club that you do that? So if you ever get to the yacht club in the summertime, not only is she a swimming instructor, she's also a lifeguard there. And then in addition to that, she also does a little waitressing at the Ranch restaurant. When she's not involved in her activities, we're talking downtime here now. She loves to binge on Nemo movies. She likes to read books about her favorite topic, which happens to be math. In fact, I would recommend this to many of you. Before the summer break last year, she came up to me, Mr. Brooks, you know I'm going to be in your calculus class next year. Would it be all right if I check out a calculus book so this summer when times are a little slow at the yacht club, I could do a little bit of reading? So that's what she was doing. I have never had a student come so well prepared into my calc class as Meredith. Let's see. In addition to that, now, she likes to listen to 80s hairband music. We're talking about bands such as Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, and that list can go on and on. I don't know. Did you get that from Mom and Dad? Yep. All right. Yes. All right. Okay. Another activity that she enjoys very much so are family vacations. If you ever get on any social media, you can see that Meredith does travel quite a bit. Her favorite vacation was when they went to the UP in Michigan. That's the Upper Peninsula for those of you that are geographically challenged. And then / Glen Arbor was another part in Michigan that was a part of that trip. Now, I asked her, what's her life going to look like 10 years from now? And I got some interesting facts from some of her friends and everything. Let me see. She says that she would like to be a pharmacist coming out of SDSU. I believe that's South Dakota State University. Is that kind of where you're looking right now? That's not set in stone or anything, but a pharmacist, that's a pretty lofty goal. All right. Probably not living in Fairmont, and I don't understand that one. However, she did say she would like a lot of kids, like as in 8. However, she's got an affinity for short men. So I'm not quite sure what that has to do with anything, but that came from the friend. Okay, she's got 2 pieces of advice. Choose your friends wisely. Surround yourself with positive people. After all, you become a product of your environment. Finally, try to maintain some consistency in what it is that you're doing in life. Don't get too excited or overly excited when things go well. Don't get too depressed when things go awry. Enjoy who you are and what you are doing, and dream big. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Meredith Nemmers.
All right, my name is Brian Willey. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody for electing such a wonderful court. Thank you to the senior class. Thank you to everybody 7 through 12 for making this a great homecoming week so far. Let's keep it going throughout the rest of the week. I'm privileged here to speak on Nolan Schultz. I've known Nolan since he was probably in 8th or 9th grade. I've had the privilege of working with him not only through football and basketball, I've also had the privilege of working with him in my leadership class and then as a student in my world history class. A little bit about Nolan here, his biography. His parents are Brent and Susan. He has 2 siblings, Emma and Ellie. His favorite color is blue. Favorite food, shrimp Alfredo. Favorite superhero is Batman. Favorite movies, The Hangover. Future plans include majoring something in business. His hero is his dad. His favorite thing about FHS is all the people he has met. Now for me, if I had to describe Nolan, I'd describe Nolan in 3 words. I'd say that he's tough. This kid has gone through a lot. He's always maintained a very positive outlook on life, and he's always working through whatever it is that's trying to hold him back. I always say he's kind. He's very kind to the people that he surrounds himself with. And the last thing is he's driven. I haven't met a lot more people more driven than this guy. He sets very big goals for himself and never accepts anything less than his best. But instead of me coming up here and saying all the great things that I love about Nolan, I decided to go to other sources to see what they had to say about Nolan. Stop the clock in the 5 minutes here. No, we're good. You can request it. Yeah. Okay, should be good.
When I think of Nolan, I just think of how kind and hardworking that guy is. He also made growing up so much more fun than it would have been. And he's also kind of funny sometimes. He's definitely the best brother that I've ever had, though. So, yeah. I'm just so proud of him and just so honored to be his older sister. Congrats, Nolan.
One thing I appreciate about Nolan is scoring touchdowns on Friday nights. He's so nonchalant. He's always coming down here. He's always blocking for me when I get the ball. His competitiveness. He's just a cool guy. He's kind. Nolan is very generous. The way he keeps me from touching his ring.
One thing I enjoy about Nolan is, even though he's 5 grades older than me, he acts like a brother to me, and he's just always so supportive, and he's just a great guy.
One thing I appreciate about Nolan, always treats you as an equal, and he's just a really nice guy.
One thing I appreciate about Nolan is that he's like a friend to me, but I love to pick on him. Nolan's one of a kind. He'll be my brother 1 second, the next second he'll put me on the ground, give me an apple sandwich.
Hello, my name's Ellie. I'm one of Nolan's older sisters. I thought I would just quickly share a couple things about Nolan. The first one being that he loves to hunt, and I have a few pictures as well, so sorry Nolan, I'm not sure how that one got in there. There we go. Here is a few pictures of Nolan duck hunting. Another thing about Nolan is that he has always been a goofball and has kept our family entertained, whether he was trying to or not. So I thought I would finish off the video with just a couple of my favorite pictures of Nolan. So, love you, Nolan.
Nolan, I'm super proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Schultz.
Good afternoon, Cardinal community, and congratulations to all of the candidates on this stage. My name is Mrs. Stewart, and today I have the honor of introducing you to this amazing young woman on my left, Simone Castro. I have to confess, I am a little bit biased. I think Simone found a place in my heart long before I actually met her. I knew she was going to be someone special by the way that her older sister Samantha talked about her when she was in my classroom, and the way that Sam and their brother Sebastian walked her around when she first came to this high school. They knew they had a precious gift, and they wanted to protect her and share her with the world. I am so glad they shared her. That memory is just one example of how wonderfully supportive and close Simone is with her family. While both of her siblings are currently at Winona State University, Simone cherishes time with her mom, Luz, her dad, Jorge, and her dog, Luna. Family is so important. Some of her favorite memories are spending time with her grandparents and traveling to Mexico to visit family that she doesn't get to see very often. Once, while she was visiting, she went ziplining, and she remembers the beautiful view of the mountains. Those comments about family and her trips to Mexico say a lot about who Simone is. She loves learning and exploring and will always look for the beauty around her. She puts forth into this world what she has felt. Whether Simone is playing soccer or tennis, participating in Trigstar or class, or volunteering at church, Simone has this special power to draw you in because she is compassionate and she is supportive. According to some of her closest friends, Simone has a huge heart and empathizes with those around her. Simone will speak her mind and let you know when you said or did something wrong, but she never does it in a mean way. Simone aspires to be an elementary school teacher, and she dreams of traveling the world. She will be amazing, because here's what I know. I know that her favorite movie, 10 Things I Hate About You, is about looking beyond the surface level of people and situations, which is what Simone does. And cooking, or in other words, nourishing others, is one of her favorite activities. Simone believes in being true to yourself. She is always positive and puts others, whether they be teammates or classmates, front and center. That is why this moment, right now, having the spotlight on her, is probably one of the most difficult and uncomfortable situations she has dealt with in high school. But it is also precisely why so many of you in the senior class have put her on this stage. Cardinals, this is your homecoming candidate, Simone Castro.
You didn't know, but you're going to talk too. Okay, I am Mrs. Scable, for those of you that don't know. I teach geometry. Congratulations to all of you on the homecoming court. You look very elderly today. And I have the privilege of introducing Oliver Tortzen. So first, you better watch the pictures. You will get to see Oliver as his younger self. Look at how cute he is. Oliver, next, could you tell us who is in your family?
I got my oldest brother, Walker. Connor is my second oldest. He's the one with the big biceps in that second picture. And then we got Sawyer. Then my dad's in the middle. Then my mom is right down there.
Where does your mom work?
The elementary school. She's a school nurse.
Some of you might have seen her. What sport do you play in the fall?
I play football in the fall.
What position?
It's me. Left tackle and defensive end.
Okay. What sport do you play in the winter?
I got basketball in the winter.
Do you dunk?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, okay. What about in the spring?
I play track in the spring. I don't run because I hate running, but I throw.
What? What is this picture down here? That's you running with the baton.
Can't you tell that I hate it? Look at me.
Yeah, your hair's a few years ago. Is there someone important besides your number one family in your life that might be on this stage?
Perchance. That's Meredith.
Oh, is she important?
A little bit.
Okay. That's it. That's all you get, Meredith. Do you have some loyal companions with 4 legs?
I do. I got my 2 dogs, Daisy and Duke. They're all right. They run away a lot.
Very loyal. What do you do besides sports?
I'm in the musical, NHS. What else?
What do you do outside of the
I like
school?
To fish.
You
I like to fish.
you like to fish. Oh, okay. Just like a little bit?
A little bit.
Did you fish at the state track tournament?
Yeah, we didn't catch anything though. Johnson
I don't know
has
what-
no good spots.
No, don't go to Johnson for fishing. And I found some other really great things. Look at you and your loyal friends that I see out here in the PAC today. Please look at Hayden Toomer in the yellow on the far left. Okay? This is Oliver Tortzen. Oh my gosh. Whoa, so nervous. There we go. Okay, we're ready. Good afternoon, students, staff, parents, and family. I am Jeannie Garbers, the chef instructor here at the high school. I'm introducing today cadence lighting, and instead of doing a traditional speech, I'm going to call it Connections with Cadence. Yes. Even though you may not talk to her every day, you might realize you are connected to her in some way. All right, let's start with family. Cadence is the daughter of Jamie and Mike Core and Noah Lighting. She has a sister, Adri. Where is she? 9th grader. There she is. Woo woo! She also has a 1st grade sister, Brielle, and Kingston, who's in kindergarten. Cadence has a large extended family, and I learned this through all the photos that she gave me. But she is related not only to the Lighting sisters, the Peschke girls, the Simpsons, and the McCain family. She enjoys all of her time with that extended family. She enjoys playing games with her family and enjoying America's Funniest Videos. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. Yes, I did get some of these from your sister. Cadence has lots of favorites. Her favorite foods include anything pasta, Dorito Dynamites, which I had to look up because I'm not familiar with that. She loves bubblers, especially the passion fruit wonder. She enjoys listening to Gracie Adams, Blake Shelton, and T. Swift, which she's went to a couple of those concerts. Her favorite colors are pink and green. Her top movies are Tangled, The Hangover, and The Nun. She enjoys a good book, but it must be a thriller. And one of her favorite classes here at the high school was Psych and Abnormal Psychology, taught by Mr. Thompson. Yes. Now, if you haven't made a connection with Cadence yet, I'm guessing you will connect with her through her involvement in activities and athletics. Cadence has danced for Borkart Dance Studio since she was 3. She also dances for the high school, and she's done that the last 6 years. And whoever says that dancing isn't a sport does not know the amount of practice and time you have to put into those kicks, the leaps, and the splits. Look at that pose in the middle. Like, if I tried doing that, oh my goodness, I'd be in the hospital. Cadence is also part of track. She runs hurdles. Soccer is a big part of her fall sport right now, and she was in volleyball as well. You might recognize some of those faces on there. Her involvement in high school doesn't end here. She plays the trumpet and band. She participates in the fall musical and is a member of the Unified Cardinals and Student Council. Cadence is our student council treasurer, and she's helped plan and organize many of the events throughout the school year. She says that her favorite event to attend is the winter formal. She also really loves the Pep Fest that we'll enjoy on Friday. Now, in the future, Cadence plans to attend a university to study criminal justice and psychology, and then further her education to become a criminal or forensic psychologist. Now you can see Mr. Thompson's class directly relating to her future. I asked Cadence some words of advice that she might give to the underclassmen, and she gave me 2 really important things. She first says, live every experience to the fullest because it goes faster than you think. I met Cadence when she was a freshman, and it's still wild to me that she's graduating. Like, the time goes so fast. She also says, do not be afraid to try new things. It's so important. It's going to introduce you to new people and new interests. If someone asked me to describe Cadence, I would begin with saying that she is a driven young adult. This girl knows what she wants, and she stays motivated when life seems a little bit challenging. She's down to earth and willing to meet new people and try new things. And lastly, she's connected. I love that she is so willing to help others feel welcome, to find ways to bring her peers together. She really sets the standard that we want to see our students meet here at FHS. Thank you, Cadence, for making our school a better place. It's my honor to introduce to you Cadence Lighting. Oh, thank you, dear. A little short.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Willie, and I have the privilege of introducing Oliver Thedens today. First, congratulations to the senior class. You've been incredible leaders in our school, and I can't wait to see the legacy you are going to leave behind, starting with this outstanding group of individuals you have selected to be on this stage. Now, back to Oliver. I first met Oliver in my 9th grade English class, but I really got to know him through the times he and his friends would make my classroom their pit stop between classes or before first hour. Sometimes during these pit stops, he and his friends would steal my phone to take selfies. Little did he know that I would hold on to his 9th grade selfie just in case I got the opportunity to put it full screen in front of the whole student body. So this is a warning for all of you in here. During these moments, when Oliver and his friends came in, I learned more about current slang or pop culture than I probably ever needed to know. At one point, I was humbled when I was asked if I had a millennial pause when making classroom videos. And I believe it was Oliver who kindly assured me that without a doubt, I definitely would use a millennial pause. Thanks, Oliver. During these moments, when Oliver and his friends came in, when Oliver asked if I could introduce him, he made one request. Please don't embarrass me by asking me to sing in front of the whole student body. Well, Oliver, if the speech doesn't last 5 minutes, we know what my backup plan is. Oliver Thedens is the son of Justin and Tara Thedens, and his sister Nola is a junior and is over in the junior section. Shout out to Nola for the sweet baby pictures. Oliver, for some reason, didn't want to give me any, but he is literally the cutest kid. Look at him right there. Now, for those of you who haven't had the pleasure of meeting Oliver, let me tell you a little bit about his favorites. His favorite subject is math. His favorite dessert is carrot cake. He loves fall, especially Halloween, and he has thrown some pretty awesome Halloween, what was it he had? Haunted houses. He did have some awesome Halloween haunted houses. And his birthday happens to be in the fall as well. His favorite movie is anything scary. A fun fact about Oliver is that he once went to Jojo Siwa's concert. If he only had to keep 3 apps on his phone, he'd choose TikTok, Messages, and Roblox. And if he were a vegetable, he'd be a potato, because, in his words, it's the best tasting and most versatile option. If he has a free Saturday, he would spend it hanging out with his friends, and these are some of his wonderful friends that he has. But Oliver is more than just his preferences and fun facts. He's been involved in a variety of activities throughout high school. He plays tennis, is in both band and orchestra, and is a member of the National Honor Society and the school musical. He's also on the speech team, where he competes in duo and extemporaneous reading. Last year, he and Grace Simpson placed 3rd at state for their duo performance, which earned them a spot at nationals and where they placed in the top 60 in the whole nation. When I asked Mrs. Walker, the head coach of our speech team, to describe Oliver, she said, the first word that comes to mind is humble. Oliver is one of the most talented speakers in Fairmont speech history, yet he's always the first to congratulate and admire others' accomplishments before his own. That humility and selflessness are core to who Oliver is. When I asked him for pictures to use for this speech, he initially claimed he didn't have any. So I went to his friends to help me fill in the gaps. The words that kept coming up were kind, humorous, respectful, caring, selfless, and fun. They talked about how he's always there for others, how he can lighten any situation, and how he is guaranteed to make everyone laugh and smile. Oh, and they also insisted I mention that you will beat anyone at Just Dance. Something I maybe should have made you do for this speech. Oliver isn't just funny. He's generally just fun to be around. He has this talent for making people laugh when you least expect it, and his positivity is infectious. People look to him when a little bit of lightheartedness or a smile is needed. He's deeply compassionate and never passes judgment. While Oliver may be quiet in the FHS halls, he has an aura of quiet confidence in himself. He believes in giving everyone a chance to be heard and making a positive difference, whether it's in our school, our community, or beyond. Oliver, you've been an inspiration for me and to all of us. It's been a joy getting to know you, and I have no doubt that you're going to continue to spread kindness and humor wherever you go. Thank you, and congratulations once again, Oliver Thedens.
Thank you so much.
Scoot on over, girly.
5 is good, yeah. Are you gonna say that?
Where's that microphone Scable used? Here. It's under here. Okay. This morning. Just, you can turn it off until you. Hi, I'm Kathleen Walker. I teach 8th grade English. Hey, you guys. You're being so good up there. Thank you. Okay, so while I open this up, I met Grace when she was in 7th grade. She joined the speech team in the middle of the year, but I found out we were neighbors in the summer of 2020 when, I don't know which of your dog you were walking, but you were just walking by my house. I was moving into my new house with my husband Eric, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, hi, do you live here?" And I was like, "Yes, I just bought this house." And she goes, "I live right over there." And so I was so excited when I got to move in next to Grace. Found out we were one day apart, but pretty much birthday buddies. So today, I'm just gonna sprinkle in some questions for you while I tell you 6 important words to help you get to know Grace. B is for beloved. Grace Nicole Simpson is the beloved daughter of Nick and Nikki Simpson, older sister of Abby. Where's she at? Ooh, hey. And dog owner of Tuttle and Milo. Grace is a responsible, hardworking student and a passionate participant of soccer, track, speech, student council, National Honor Society, the musical, and Unified Cardinals. Some of her top highlights from high school are this year's soccer season, getting 3rd at state speech, individually and as a team, and all the homecoming weeks. When I asked Grace what she loves the most about FHS is it's the community in the activities, building relationships, and creating family. She also likes to travel with her family. So Grace, what's been like your favorite vacation that you've taken with your family over the years?
I'd probably say Florida, because who doesn't like the heat? And honestly, nothing else comes to mind right now, because your mind just goes blank, so.
Yes, I'm gonna wanna make her talk and keep you on your feet, okay? Well, you're not on your feet now, but. Okay, so the next word is E. E is for energetic. Sorry. Grace radiates positive energy from her quick feet in soccer to the light she brings into every room. I've had the chance to coach Grace in speech since 7th grade, and it can be so hard for a 7th grader to try something new, but Grace embraced every opportunity to learn and to grow, always bringing her confidence to practice. This spread to our whole team. I remember there were seniors that year, she was a 7th grader, that said, "I want to be like Grace." Her energy continues to be contagious to this day. It is actually one of Abby's favorite things about you, is your energy. So Grace, what's your favorite thing about your sister, Abby?
My favorite thing about Abby is when she lets me wear her clothes. And I'd also have to say her caring nature, and that she shows that she loves me.
Cute. Okay, S. See if you're spelling it as we go. Just try to keep remembering. Okay, S is for sweet. Grace doesn't just want a sweet treat, she needs one. Whether after a speech tournament in the school parking lot, or reaching way across the counter for her daily fix, which was in one of those pictures before. Grace's need for a sweet treat reflects her inner sweetness. Kindness is woven into her being. She wants everyone here at FHS to know that you can make our school better by being kind, even just a smile in the hallway. Everyone deserves a sweet treat, and we can thank Grace for that. So Grace, what's your favorite sweet treat on a bad day?
My favorite is always ice cream.
Perfect.
Always.
Okay, T is for true. Grace's mother, Nikki, says she is completely genuine. I asked her friends what they love most about Grace, and the response was, I was overwhelmingly like, they talked about this before they gave this answer, but they didn't. It was all separate. They all said she is so genuine, and Grace genuinely cares for people, no matter how well she knows them. If you're down, Grace will lift you up, and your well-being is her top priority. Another true thing about Grace is she has the best laugh. When she laughs, there are squeals and uncontrollable hand movements. There might even be tears of joy or tears post-meltdown, right? Grace's true self is always on display. Grace, what do you do for student council? What's your role?
I'm president on student council.
That's awesome. I is for inspiring. According to Coach Nielsen, Grace inspires with her quiet leadership. And as her speech coach, I've seen her inspire her team to go to leaps and bounds they never thought possible. I is also for impressive. She's a great student and loves to learn. It's not unusual to find you working with Brooks or Osley like for hours after school. Yeah. Grace is very involved in many aspects of high school, but whether she attends UW-Madison or the U of M Twin Cities, where she plans to study psychology, I know Grace will undoubtedly inspire in her new community and families. No matter where life takes her, she will do what she sets her mind to with integrity and, with grace. Finally, we've made it to the last word. So it's 6 words total. Emma says you can't really say this word. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to say it?
No.
Okay, it's the 6th word. It starts with an E, and I think it's the word everybody thinks of when they think of grace. Literally everyone at FHS thinks of this word. Eleemosynary. No? Okay, it means generosity. So your giving spirit is at the heart of everything that you do. You give your time and your kindness and your smile without expecting reciprocation. I think that's all anybody could ask for in a daughter, a sister, a friend, a peer, a teammate, and a homecoming candidate. Okay, so all of this to say, Grace, you are BESTIE. It's my favorite thing about you, bestie. A bestie is a sweet treat on a sour day. A bestie is on their way with Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They put their phone on Do Not Disturb so you can talk about everything from the day. A bestie will be honest with you. A bestie steps out of the spotlight to let you shine. And no matter where your bestie goes, they will always be there for you. Congratulations to our homecoming queen candidate, our bestie, Grace Simpson.
Okay, just to get started here, I do need to thank Hank's mom tremendously for helping me put this all together, because I would not have been able to do that. Plenty of pictures for us to see here today, Hank, so hopefully you recognize them. Okay, my name is Mr. Johnson, CTE teacher. I'm honored to be able to present Hank as the homecoming king candidate. I was introduced to Hank when he was in 8th grade. He showed up to varsity football practice and practiced with us. The first time I saw him take our starting center and throw him away and tackle the running back, I knew he had something special. I've spent a lot of time with Hank over the past 5 years. I've coached him. I've taught him to drive. I've taken him fishing. Yes, Oliver, he didn't catch anything either. It's the memories, Oliver, come on. Let's see here. Had many supper time meals with him with spaghetti and state track, etc. You could probably call him my adopted son. But Hank has a wonderful family, and I asked them for words of inspiration, so let's get to know Hank. Okay, his parents are Kelly and Sherry Arts, and they wanted Hank to know. Tackle life's challenges like you have dealt with sports injuries. Do your best with what you have, fix what you can, and keep going. Proud of you, Mom. And there's actually a heart emoji there, Hank. Hank, always remember the 5 phases of football. Phase 1, I want a jersey. Phase 2, I want to play. Phase 3, I want to start. Phase 4, I want to be the best. Phase 5, I want to help all of my teammates be the best players they can be. This is the most impactful phase that only the great ones can accomplish. Dad. So here's Hank and Hudson. Hudson says, winners never quit and quitters never win, Hank. Okay. Here's Hank with Hadley. Figure out what you want in life now so you don't have to switch majors. So it sounds like she's maybe switching majors. Here's Hank and Harper. Vote for Hank, because the fam is 0 for 2 right now. Here's Hank and Hogan. This was a tough one to get out of Hogan. He did one quite sure, but he's almost as good of a brother as me. So obviously Hogan's the better brother. I don't know. Okay, so whether they are at the hockey rink, football fields, or hanging in the beach in Cancun, Hank and his family are a tight-knit bunch. It's family first with the Artses. And as you can see, they're all together hanging out in a lot of different places. Okay, friends, I'm just going to let you enjoy these pictures for a few minutes. The one thing I have, when I put this slide presentation together, it caught me after about halfway through. If you haven't been paying attention to all of Hank's hairdos, this guy changes his hair quite frequently. So, yeah. All right, football. Hank has been a 5-year starter here in Fairmont, started as an 8th grader. As of right now, he has 22 sacks, which is the most in my 26 career here. Picture at the bottom right against Dassel Cokato in the playoffs. After this play, they ran every play away from him because they didn't want that same outcome. Hank is an impact player. In hockey, Hank enjoyed the opportunity to play with his brother Hudson. And as you can see in some of the pictures, it looks like Hank was the enforcer. Okay, track. As an 8th grader, Hank was placed 11th in the shot put, 5th place as a 9th grader in the shot, and 5th place as a 10th grader, and I think it was, 9th in the discus. Okay. Due to injury, he did not compete his junior year. He is the number 5 all-time in school history with the shot and the disc. All right, now, here's Hank. Okay, Hank has always loved a good garage sale. So you can see on the left here, Hank and Sawyer heading to the garage sale to look for fishing equipment because we're at the state track meet and they didn't bring any, and they're like, we want to go fishing. So there just happened to be like, 20, 30 garage sales going on, so we stopped, got nothing. So I took them to Walmart. And they spent a lot of money, serious amount, to get fishing equipment. And you can see Hank down there fishing, and we did not catch anything. But we tried, and Hank does love Red Robin. Here's the many pictures of, many faces of Hank. I think in the bottom here, I think he might have missed the bus. He's crying because he missed the bus maybe, Hank, I don't know. Far right, you can take a look. That's probably why he started as an 8th grader. I think it says Frank the Tank on your shirt, but I think it was more like Hank the Tank. And then in the middle, Hank, I'm curious. Just don't like girls? I don't know. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, Hank wants to leave you guys with a little information here. Live in the present. cherish your memories, and he would be honored to be the king at FHS. Hank Arts.
I can do hard things. Hi, good morning, afternoon, whatever. I'm not nervous at all. Okay, it is my privilege to introduce you to Karis Goodall. Karis is the daughter of Aaron and Sarah Goodall. That's me. She has an older sister, Emma, who's at college at River Falls, and a younger brother, Cooper, who's a junior somewhere in this room. She loves cats. She loves spaghetti, her little green truck, and Converse shoes. I mean, that would pretty much sum it up. But as I was thinking about what I'm going to say about my middle, she has many layers, and through all of them, there is definitely a theme. Karis lives and breathes art and music. We have speakers in every room in our house, and they are always pumping out a tune. We took her to her first concert, Big Time Rush, when she was 4 years old, and I had no idea that I was launching a concert career, but here we are. Birthday presents, concert tickets. Christmas gifts, concert tickets. Her entire summer job paychecks, concert tickets. We've been to 9 in the last couple of years, I believe. Some more coming up this year, I believe. I've learned all about artists I would never have encountered on my own. So I've tucked a music lyric from a concert we've been to together into every slide that kind of goes with the theme, so you can kind of see where we've been and who we've seen and a little bit more about Karis. This first slide is her family. You can see all the members of her family there with her grandparents and her brother and sister and her dad and me. Her lyric for that was, "One single thread of gold ties me to you." Big T Swift fan at our house. Next. Okay, animals. You have to know that Karis is deeply connected to animals. If there is an animal anywhere nearby, she will get her hands on it. Over the years, we've gotten used to her carrying around frogs and rabbits and chickens, especially cats. One time at supper, she was 3 years old, and she was telling us all about the possum that she found sleeping under the trampoline and how she picked it up and took it and made a little bed for it in the woods. And when we asked her to show us what she did, that thing was long gone, so I guess I'm just lucky we didn't have a round of rabies shots, I guess. Her favorite animal at the moment is Sophie. It's the cat that loves nobody except Karis. I also come home to random injured butterflies living in makeshift habitats in my kitchen, my living room, and my bathroom. Hence the music lyric, "Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time." David Kushner. Okay. Activities. You may not know this. Karis is incredibly competitive. She has tried literally every sport. Like, she wanted to be in everything. She competed on a swim team for 3 years. She actually wrestled for the Red Bulls for 2 years. She did gymnastics for 4 years until the love of a certain legendary Cardinal forward, Alex Christensen, persuaded her to trade in the vault and beam for a basketball and a hoop permanently. She would probably still be playing softball and soccer if it weren't for a little thing called Bob Bonk. Mr. Bonk got her to come to a summer cross-country practice with her sister, and the rest, as they like to say, was history. Track and cross-country have become staples in her life. She loves her teammates with her whole heart, and the lyric from Big Time Rush is a shout-out to her cross-country and track family. Run wild and never look back. Okay, I got a little entertainment for you here. We'll start with this about her friends. If music and art are number one in her life, Karis's friends are number 2. I always used to say Karis never met a stranger. If you want to talk to her, she will talk to you. If you want someone to hang out with, you just call her up. She loves adventure. She finds it everywhere, and I never know when I come home at night what collection of humans are going to be in my house. I have no idea where they go or what they do, but it's usually weird. One night I got a phone call from a fellow teacher who wanted me to know that my child was sliding in the school parking lot. And I said, "What do you mean sliding?" This is what I found when I got there.
Yeah, I don't know where that yellow slide came from. It's still in my backyard, though, and I don't know who's missing it, but yeah. She seems to prefer parking lots for her main hangouts. They make for great TikToks. Her TikTok account, if you want to follow it, is very entertaining. Here's one of the more recent ones. Yeah, there's lots of those. I don't know where all that equipment that they were wearing, like yellow hazard vests. We don't play tennis. I don't know where all that stuff came from. I don't want to know. Okay, yeah, her friends. Hold on, I gotta skip ahead. There we go. Are we at school? Yes, okay, school. Okay, Karis started out really, really loving school. She loved her teachers, her friends, and all the activities that school included, with a special shout out today to Mrs. Ziegler and Mr. Christensen, who were really, really impactful for her. But when COVID happened, school looked really different, as you know. And those 2 years of change and uncertainty ushered in a reality that became kind of hard for Karis. She asked me if I would use some of my time today to tell you all that she did struggle during that time with her mental health, like lots of people. The pandemic brought us all lots of challenges. Karis was no exception. The best thing she did during that time was to tell someone that she was having a hard time. And she started with her friends and then me, and then gradually became a little more comfortable with sharing out some of what she was going through. She asked me to take a minute today to say thank you to the FHS teachers who have really helped her understand and work through some of the things that she struggles. And she specifically said, will you please say thank you to Mrs. Blees, Mrs. Kallenbach, Mrs. Chambers, Mrs. Amundsen, Mr. Hernes, and Mrs. Osley. Those are teachers, she says, really see her. They support her in lots of ways, and she wants me to tell you that if you're struggling with anything, you should tell someone, because our school is filled with people who will be there for you. Okay, I'm going to take, selfishly, this last minute of my time for myself. I love this girl. We have spent so much time together that I feel like I really know who she is. I took her to Nashville a few summers ago to see her favorite band, Glass Animals, on the lawn in the middle of a hot Tennessee night. She was just starting to come back alive after COVID, and when I watched her that night, surrounded by all that 80s synth pop neon and the wildest collection of fans I have ever been around, I will never forget what she looked like, her eyes shining, singing at the top of her lungs with real joy back in her face. I'll play that for you in a minute. Her future plans include a possible art degree and her own business someday because she wants to be a tattoo artist. If you're one of the teachers that are already sporting a tattoo that she has designed, or if you're one of the students who lets her draw on you with a Sharpie or her henna, thanks for supporting the dream. The last lyric of the day comes from that concert. It's called Sometimes All I Think About Is You, late night in the middle of June. And you want to, oh, can I hit it? Will it work? That's the memory that I'm holding on to. So the last one I'm going to say to you is, girl, I'm proud of you every day. And in the words of T. Swift, the legend herself, hold on to these memories. They will hold on to you. I love ya. You're welcome.
Good afternoon. Before I get started, students, thank you very much for your attention today. It's been awesome. What you guys have been doing here in the PAC has been fantastic the last two Lyceums. Congratulations, candidates. I hope you guys are having a great week. It is honored for me to be able to introduce to you guys Elijah Johnson. Elijah's family is James Jr. is his dad, Amanda is his mom, his brother is James, a.k.a. Jimbo, and his sister is Nat. Here are some of his pictures. I was able to actually get the pictures from him, so well done, EJ. Oops, did I go too far? How it all started. He was born in Hawaii. He moved to Fairmont when he was in 3rd grade. His favorite cartoon is, how do you say this word? Naruto? Naruto, all right. Favorite cereal is Cocoa Pebbles. His favorite childhood toy is Beyblades. Is that right? All right. If you could go back to the good old days, what would you do? And he said he'd like to play football in Fortnite with my brother Jimbo. He's all grown up. His favorite class is Spanish. In his spare time, he likes to play video games, likes to walk his dog, likes to go to the gym, likes to hang with his friends. As you can see, he likes to wear short shorts. I've spent many hours with Jimbo in the weight room, and every time he comes up, he always has short shorts on. He is a man with style. He does have a girlfriend, Berkeley. I asked him what his date night go-to was, and he said sushi and late night drives. His dream car is a BMW. Him and I kind of had, and hard to believe, back in the day I had some cool hair. But I asked him, like, what are some hair tips? And all he said was rosemary oil. So that's what we got. This is kind of like, I've done this a handful of times now, and I kind of like to figure out who is a celebrity that reminds me of him. And so his celebrity crush is it Georgia? What's her last name? There you go. Okay. Favorite movie is Transformers 2. Favorite TV show, again, how do you say this word? Naruto. Okay. And he likes music. His kind of music is rap, R&B, a little bit of country. Okay. So here's kind of the next slide is kind of EJ in my eyes. Now, I did struggle with this one. I really had to dig deep. I actually had to go next door and get some advice from Mr. Brusky, and he really helped me on this one. But the celebrity that reminds me a lot of EJ is... Okay, now hold on a second here. So we have, like, out at football practice every now and then, if we're having a rough day, we'll stop practice and we'll have a little dance off. And where's Coach Johnson, Willie? Has anybody ever beat him? I don't think anybody's ever beat him. Would you guys like to see him dance to do the Carlton? Huh? What do you guys think? Huh? What do you think, EJ? Huh? Let's see what you got here. You want me to go back to the music? Okay. I don't know if I can. Oops. Eric, you might have to help me here. Maybe scroll up just a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's see what you got here.
It's not unusual to be loved by me. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when
Since you have a cane, typically he would do a backflip, okay? But we're not going to do a backflip today. Here's some pictures with his boys, his dog, Marcus Gamboa. If you guys didn't see the Marcus Gamboa in his Scooby-Doo shirt, that was awesome, Marcus. Nolan, and he actually put this slide on here. I didn't do this. He wanted to put all of his football team on here. One unique thing, I kind of trolled his Twitter account, and if you go on his Twitter account, he's got all of these college junior day invites, camps, offers. There's like 20 plus of them. It's everywhere from Division II schools, Division III schools, and the very bottom one, University of St. Thomas. I met with EJ on Monday morning, and I asked him, I said, so where are we at with this? And EJ finally committed to University of St. Thomas, which is a Division I school. Pretty cool honor. Elijah is the third Division I player that we've had walk out of Fairmont High School in the last 25 plus years. Kyle Sheehan went to Purdue way back in 2005, Zach Jorgensen in 2022, I believe, and now Elijah with the class of 2025. So the advice that he'd like to give you is be yourself and take risk. If you could go back and do it over again, he'd like to get more involved in activities within the school. Again, his favorite class is Spanish. Favorite thing to eat at lunch is the strawberry parfaits, and he would like to go into finance. Kind of finish up here with some pictures. Here's Elijah running the football. Here's a little clip of him at running back against Albert Lee, where he set the school game rushing record for 289 yards against Albert Lee. This was last year as a junior. How many touchdowns do you have so far this year? 6, 7, 8, yeah. Again, pretty humble kid. This is probably my favorite picture of EJ running against Wasika last year to close out the year. We're going to see him soon. Last Saturday, I was able to speak at the Hall of Fame banquet in regards to a former student athlete, Eric Hugeson. And I talked about how Eric he was on my my Mount Rushmore of kids that I've coached. And Elijah's up there as well. I've been doing this a long time, and Elijah, he's an athlete. Okay, his character is unbelievable. His attitude is unbelievable. He's one of the hardest workers we got. He's a humble kid. He's honest. He's trustworthy. I could go on and on. We're going to really miss Elijah next year in our football program. He's just an unbelievable kid, and it's been an honor to be able to coach him. So Elijah Johnson, 2024 homecoming candidate.
All right, so don't forget, tomorrow, everybody, going into your student hyperdoc, you will be voting for our homecoming king and queen. Congratulations again to all of our candidates. I would definitely like to say thank you because this has been one really good Lyceum week. We haven't had one of these in a very, very long time, and it's very appreciative to all of you students. So going with that, is it a go, Mr. Brusky? All right. Everybody is excused early.